beautiful village near Abuja, life was simple and sweet. The people farmed their cassava, raised goats and chickens, and slept early after the moon rose high. But one night, when the wind was cold and the sky whispered softly through the trees, a woman's voice broke the silence.
Buy your wheat and honey bread here, 1 for 200 naira. Buy your wheat and honey bread here, 1 for 200 naira.
Her voice was deep, rich, and sweet like palm wine. The villagers came out with lamps in their hands, and what they saw made their mouths water. The woman stood tall and round, with a basket full of golden bread on her head. The bread looked freshly baked, steaming softly like it had just come from a native clay oven. No one knew her face before. She was dark, smiling, and strong, dressed in colorful Ankara cloth. The bread's smell wrapped around the air like magic, soft, milky, and heavenly. Bread that usually cost 1,000 naira in Abuja shops was now only 200. The villagers shouted in joy and ran to buy. That night, laughter filled every home as people ate the soft, crunchy bread that melted in their mouths. From that night, Mama Titileo became the village's favorite visitor. She always came when the moon was bright, never in the day, and her bread never finished. Every night her voice echoed, sweet honey bread, fresh from the oven. No one asked her where she came from or how she baked so much. They only cared about the taste. But one cold night, a small boy named Muhammad couldn't sleep. He looked through his window and saw something moving behind their backyard. When he pulled the curtains slightly, his eyes widened. It was Mama Titileo. Her basket was empty. But before his shaking eyes, she opened her mouth wide to wide and swallowed a live goat whole. Then she picked a chicken and swallowed it too, bones and all. Muhammad froze, his tiny heart thudding like a drum. He trembled and wet himself in fear. The next morning, when his mother handed him one of Mama Titileo's breads for breakfast, he looked at it like it was poison. Mama, where do you get this bread from? Ah, my son, she laughed. Don't you know? That nice woman who sells cheap bread at night. Everyone buys from her. Muhammad wanted to speak to tell her what he saw, but he couldn't. She would think he was dreaming. But that night, he decided not to sleep. He hid near the window again, and when Mama Titileo came, her sweet voice echoed in the dark.
Buy your sweet and honey bread here. Buy your sweet and honey bread here. Buy your sweet and honey bread here.
But this time, Muhammad whispered to himself, I will find out who you truly are. Pay close attention in part 2.